I have been loving seeing the videos about people sharing how they're doing this underconsumption, saving money, paying off debt, and I'm on my own journey of paying off debt. We just moved to South Carolina and moving is not cheap. We had a lot of really unfortunate, unforeseen accidents that happened. We got scammed with some of our moving people. Like, it was just not a good time. So 2026 is going to be the year where I pay off my debts, and this is one of the ways that is going to help with that, and that is by sharing my 2026 no buy list. I did 26 items for 2026, so I'm going to be sharing all of those with you today, and maybe I can inspire you to save some money, to pay down your own debts, or just use up things that you have and save money that way as well. So we're going to get straight into the list. First of all are a couple items related to my niche in the travel and outdoors industry. So first of all is no more water bottles. Now, really quick disclaimer, I'm not counting things that are gifted to me or PR, because obviously I'm not spending my own money on that. Yes, I probably don't need a lot more of these items, but I'm always super honored when a brand reaches out to me and offers to gift me one of their items to try. So I almost always say yes because I love trying new items, and if a brand is offering to send me their item for free to try, I will usually say yes. So really quick, this is not counting items that are sent to me with PR. This would be me spending my own money on them. So like I said, number one is more water bottles. I don't buy plastic water bottles altogether. I don't use them ever, but I do always use my metal water bottles. I am always carrying one around with me, literally going from like my bedroom to my office to the living room. There is always a water bottle with me. I never leave the house without a water bottle, but I also have quite the large collection of them. Yes, some of them are for different uses. Some of them I primarily use more for hiking, or some of my larger ones are for road trips. But in general, I just don't need any more water bottles. My collection is large enough as it is. Even between me and my husband, we have enough for the both of us. Second is hiking boots. Now, I actually do believe I have a pair of these coming in PR, but again, PR isn't counting, and this is a brand that I am really honored that has reached out to me, so I absolutely had to say yes because I'm super excited to try these new pairs. But again, I won't be spending any of my own money on boots. I'm not going to be buying the new trendy ones. I'm not going to be buying ones to match certain outfits. The ones that I have right now will last me plenty good through the rest of the year. Unless I all of a sudden do some insane amounts of hiking, there is no way that I'm going to be able to wear through all these pairs that I have. Literally, I've had some of them in there for 4-5 years now, I think it is, and they are still working great for me. So I just don't see the need to buy any more because I know that I will not be able to get through the ones that I already do have. And third and final for this hiking outdoor category is hiking backpacks. Again, I have enough. I have plenty. I have a couple different sizes. They get me through all of the shorter hikes, the longer hikes, everything that I need to do. Now, I hate to say it, but I'm not really into backpacking, so I don't have the gear to go out and do something like that. So I don't have like a giant backpacking backpack, but I have enough backpacks for all the hikes that I do, even enough for both me and my husband to each have one or two and a couple to kind of choose from. So I don't need any more hiking backpacks as well. And number 4 is cheap, fast fashion clothing. I am really trying to look for high quality items that will last, that are made with natural materials. Even while I'm out at the thrift stores, I'm looking for materials like wool and cotton and bamboo and linen. I don't want any more polyester. I am trying to slowly just switch everything over, so I will especially not be buying clothing from Temu, Amazon, anything like that that is just cheap polyester. I just don't want it touching my body. Number 5 is makeup and skincare that I do not need. I have a good bit of skincare right now. I have a couple backups. I'm almost out of things like face wash and lotion and things that I use every day, but I will just replace that singular item when I need it. Makeup as well. I hardly ever wear like foundation or do a full face of makeup. I usually just do something simple like concealer, my eyebrows, and mascara. That's what I'm wearing now. That's what I wear just about every day, so I will just keep replacing those items as they go out. I don't really fall for a lot of the trendy makeup items or things like that. Again, a lot of them are just filled with artificial ingredients that aren't necessarily safe for us, so I try to stick to as natural as possible for my skincare and my makeup, and doing this really allows me to not fall for these trends because I see it and I'm like, that's full of artificial ingredients that I don't want on my face, and it automatically just turns it off for me. Like, I'm no longer interested in it at all when I find out what it's made out of. So that's one way as well that I save money, by only buying stuff that is all natural and safe for my skin. Number 6 is just designer anything. It's not something that I spend my money on now. It's not something that I see myself spending money on unless it's something thrifted that I really like. But a lot of the times I just don't find myself gravitating towards the look of that stuff. It just doesn't fit me, doesn't really look well with my style in general. So it's not something that I've ever bought before or ever really had the desire to buy. And I don't see it being something that all of a sudden I'm really interested in 2026. 7 is manicures and pedicures. I have a couple things of nail polish for me to do my nails at home. I just think it's really tedious, so I hardly ever do my nails, and I just don't really have the extra money to spend on going out and getting my nails done all the time. Now, I absolutely love how they look when they're done, but again, it's just something that I can do at home if I really need to. I found a couple little slightly more natural nail polishes online that I bought, so I have a couple different colors, and maybe if I want to treat myself to a new color in the summertime, if I'm going on a little vacation or something like that, maybe I'll do that, but then I will just do it at home. I got the base coat, I got the color, I got the top coat. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but it's saving me a lot of money. And kind of going along with that as well is beauty services. So this is not counting getting my hair cut or colored. That's something that I can't really do myself, so I do have to go to a professional for that. But I won't be going to a professional and paying for things like tanning, lashes, brows, anything like that. Now, I've never really had anything like that done before, and again, it's just not really something that I see myself wanting to do this year, especially when I'm trying to save money. So it's nice that I just haven't had much interest in doing that stuff in the past, and I will just continue that in the future, not let any of that lifestyle creep kind of come up on me, and just keep to my simple way of doing things. Number 9 is books. So any book that is brand new, I'm not going to pay full price for a book. I don't read a ton in general. I do from time to time find a good book at the thrift store that I want to read, or I can just go to the library and do it for free. I will not be spending money on any physical or even ebooks or anything like that as well, just because I'm not the biggest reader and I can get most books that I would want to read for free at the library. 10 is mugs and cups. Now, I don't really like a lot of hot beverages in general. I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea. I'll drink hot chocolate from time to time, but I literally only need 1 to 2 mugs, one for me, one for my husband. I think we literally only have about 5 right now, and that's plenty for us. We just don't need any more when we hardly ever drink hot drinks to begin with. Now, 11 is full price travel. I will always look for a deal, whether it be with hotel discounts, using apps, looking for coupons online. I have a hard time paying full price for travel unless it's absolutely necessary, or for things like airline where it's really hard to find a good deal. Now, yes, I do use travel credit cards and accumulate points that way, and I can use that for my travel as well, but I really just want to try and find the best deals when I travel to save as much money as I can because, yes, I love travel, obviously. I won't be doing any really big expensive trips in this upcoming year, but for the trips that I do have, I just want to save money where I can. 12 is cheap dopamine purchases. So this is like the Bullseye's Playground section in Target. They put it right in the front, right front and center, so you want to go in. I just try to avoid those sections if at all possible, unless there's something specific that I really need, but just going into a store, not really having a list of things that I need and just buying it because it's cute or I liked it or it was a good price. I'm going to be trying to avoid that as much as possible. 13 is food delivery. I would rather go and drive and pick up my food and save the money that way, or order it fresh and eat it at the restaurant. I love eating at restaurants. I think it's part of the whole experience. Like, if I'm paying money for restaurant food, I want to take advantage of that restaurant ambiance and eat at the restaurant. I don't have apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash even installed on my phone. And again, it's just something that I've never really used in the past and something that I don't see myself doing in the future. And going along with that as well is grocery delivery or pickup. I don't mind grocery shopping. I used to not really like it, but now that I'm an adult, I think it's kind of fun. I have my little list. I like looking at some of the new items. I like comparing and seeing if I can find the better versions of things. So yeah, I don't mind doing my grocery shopping in person, and I will continue to do so. 15 is new tech, and this one's a little hard for me because I love my action cameras. I love vlogging gear, cameras in general, anything that I can take out with me hiking to help film and make content with. But as anybody knows, technology is very expensive. So the only reason I can really see me spending new money on tech is if I am upgrading something, maybe like my Insta360 camera. I have one of the older versions. I bought it last year, and that was just to see if I even liked the camera and would use it enough. And maybe now I would want to upgrade it to one of the newer versions. Same with things like this camera that I'm filming on now. If I can sell the old one and then get an upgraded one, or even buy them used, maybe I would do that, but I don't want to spend money on a brand new iPhone, a brand new camera, or a brand new action camera. 16 is plastic in the kitchen. I try to avoid plastic wherever possible, especially in a kitchen setting. So no plastic cutting boards, no plastic utensils, plates, cups, anything like that. I avoid it completely. And I also just have plenty of kitchen supplies already. When we moved, we unboxed a lot of our wedding gifts that we got from our registry, so we have plenty of kitchen supplies and utensils as it is, and they're all basically non-toxic. 17, kind of going along with that, is kitchen appliances, especially ones that are just single use, just sitting there taking up space. I like to cook, but me and my husband are both fairly picky eaters, so we don't really find ourselves needing a lot of those really specialty tools or appliances. What we have right now really just does the job for us. 18 is polyester workout clothes. Like I said, I love to hike. I walk every morning on the treadmill and do my little Pilates. So I am wearing a good bit of workout clothes, but I don't want any more polyester. Especially when you're sweating, that can leach into your skin and it's just not good for you. Now, I did actually just buy a cotton little workout sports bra top, and that is a purchase that I'm very happy with. It was worth the $20 to me, and I can slowly just start phasing out all of my polyester workout tops and the bottoms, because it's actually really hard to find cotton workout clothes. So when I found one brand new, 20 bucks, I spent the money on it because I want to slowly switch out all of my polyester stuff. So I am okay with spending money on some workout clothes if it is cotton and not polyester. 19 is perfume. Now, I hardly ever wear perfume to begin with because it makes my husband sneeze. He's just really allergic to anything with fragrance in it, so I can't really be around him if I wear it, so I just don't wear it. And I've got like 5 bottles already in my room. It's gonna take me years to go through all those, so I don't see myself needing to buy perfume for literally like 10 years. 20 is planners. I have one planner down here and it's an undated one, which is really nice so that I can just use it when I'm in a planner mood, because if I get a dated one, I'll end up skipping like a few weeks or a month or whatever, and then I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go back to it. I don't want to have all these empty pages that I skipped, and I just don't like doing that. So I have an undated one that when I really get into that planner mood, I can go back and use, but I'm not always in the mood to use the planner. Sometimes I just use my phone, or I just don't find myself gravitating to want to use one at all. So I have my one, I'm good to go, and I don't need to buy any more. And 21 is kind of going along with that, but that is notebooks and stationery. I have plenty of notebooks and I hardly ever use them. I love to collect them, but I don't ever know what to put in them, and I'm scared to commit to the notebook. So I have plenty of notebooks, I have plenty of stationery to use them with. I probably should go through my stationery because some of it's probably dried out and old, but I just have plenty. I got a couple really nice sets for Christmas that I've been using and I really like, so I just don't need any more for the rest of the year. 22 is less eating out and being more intentional with eating out. Now, obviously on a road trip, we have to eat out more, so that doesn't really count, but I do want to make more food at home, try some new recipe, try some more meals, and just save money that way. But I love eating out, so this is a really hard one for me. Like I said, I love being in a restaurant. I love the restaurant ambiance. So it is hard for me to be like, oh yeah, let's just eat at home. Let's just cook, especially after a long day of working, or if I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, ugh, I just want to go out and eat. But I want to be more intentional about eating out, have it be a little bit more of a special occasion, and save money that way. 23 is blankets. I just don't need any more. There's not much to say about this one. We've got enough for our bedroom, for our guest bedroom, for our living room, so I don't see the need to get any more. 24 is trendy items that nobody will be talking about in a year. Now, it usually takes a lot to influence me to buy something. I don't really fall for trendy items or viral items. I usually look at it and I'm like, that's a piece of junk, or that's made with ingredients that I don't want near or on my body, or that is way too expensive for me. So between the three of those, I don't see myself falling for trendy or viral items pretty often. 25 is more hobby supplies or starting a new hobby and spending a whole lot of money on startup, especially if it's a hobby that is just a phase. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this as well. You find a new hobby, you watch videos on it, you get really excited about it, you buy a bunch of supplies, and then either you hardly ever use it or don't use it at all. So I'm trying not to fall victim to that this year. I've got plenty of items for the hobbies that I do love and enjoy, and I need to use up those items before buying more supplies. And lastly, number 26 is cheap seasonal decor and trendy decor. I just want to be more intentional about what I put in my house. I want to make sure it brings me joy, that it's going to last, that I'm not going to look at it next year and be like, why did I buy this? I wasted my money on this. I don't like this style anymore. Anything like that. I just don't want to spend money on an item that I'm going to display for one holiday season and look at it next year and be like, I don't like this. I don't know why I bought it. So I just want to be more intentional about my decor and buying items that I think are really going to last and things that I'm going to love for a long time. So that is the 26 items that I will not be buying in 2026. I hope it inspired you to maybe make your own list or to participate in this underconsumption trend that's really going around. And of course, if you're not following me already, I post every day to TikTok and Instagram, so definitely make sure to go follow me over there. And if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like and consider subscribing to my channel because it would mean a whole lot to me. And thank you so much for watching.